Hey guys, welcome back, and this time I'm going to be doing another movie review for you guys tonight. This one is going to be on Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. This is a double feature, the first and second film. I did show this in a review for the first film that I did quite a while ago. If you want to see that video, it's on here, and definitely feel free to scroll through and check it out. Here's the spine. And here's the back, and the disc guard is just as it's the same thing as the original DVDs. It's still, you buy them individually. So released in 1991 and directed by Peter Hewitt. And the movie's basically about this madman from the future who basically creates evil robot versions of Bill and Ted and basically sends them to the present and basically wants the evil robot versions to kill the real Bill and Ted, and then the real Bill and Ted, try to stop him, and everything like that. And that's pretty much the premise of the movie. And as a sequel, it's really really good. Just as good as the first one. Recently, I saw it for the first time. I did see a good majority of it before, but never actually finished it. So I actually watched it all the way through quite a while ago. It was a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed it, and just as much as the first one, I'd say. You got some of the same characters. You got most of the same characters. You got Keanu Reeves as Ted and Alex Winter as Bill, and you got George Carlin as their friend Rufus, and everything. You got Bill and Ted's parents and everything, and it's just really good. It's funny. It's definitely pretty wacky, and it's also very dark too. Out of all three of the films, this one, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, would have to be the darkest one in my honest opinion. There's a lot of scenes that are just weird. There's a point where they go into hell and everything, and all that is just a really dark scene. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, and if kids see that, I can see why it would scare the crap out of them. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to pause that for a minute. Thought my mom was calling me, but she wasn't. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, they also have a new friend, Death, which is the Grim Reaper, and he's just hilarious. I can't remember the actor's name that plays him, but I think it might be William Sadler or something. Gotta look it up real quick. Yeah, that guy is just, hilarious. He just has a whole bunch of witty comebacks, and yeah, it is William Sadler, who's actually still alive, for those wondering. And yeah, and he's just hilarious. The relationship with Bill and Ted, just works really, really well. And the evil robot versions of Bill and Ted are pretty funny. They're pretty stupid, but they're also pretty funny. And yeah, the music is done by David Newman, and the music is great, and the special effects for its time, for the early '90s, it's just amazing. And I think two of these movies, both together, still hold up today. I don't think that they're cheesy films. They both hold up today, in my honest opinion. And I got this set a couple years back. It was a $5 pickup at Walmart. I believe it was $5. I got it at my local Walmart. I don't go to Walmart a lot because I hate Walmart, but that is a different video. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. And just Bill and Ted are just so funny. They're just very good, family movies. It's just good to watch with family. Definitely watch it with family. It's probably the best way to do it. With two of these films, in general, You'll just get a good laugh out of it and stuff like that. And yeah, this is good for kids. Like, well, like not like little kids because they won't understand like the rude humor and stuff like that. But like definitely like kids that like around like 11 or 12, would like them. And I saw when I was like very younger, the first one anyway, when I was like probably like around 6, 7, 8 probably. I can't really remember. My grandparents bought it for me. They didn't actually buy this set for me. I bought this one myself, but they bought the first one individually for me years ago. And I just saw this one again because I had two of these, the plastic sleeves, like like in little like bookkeeping things, like you put your DVDs in, like little plastic stuff, like the plastic slots. I hated that. It was a long story, but I used to put movies in there. It drove me crazy as I got older, so I just stopped doing that and just went back to just keeping the cases too. Because what I was doing at the time was just taking the DVDs out of the cases and throwing away, like the cover art, throwing out like all this stuff, like the paper and stuff like that. So I stopped doing that, but like if people do that, it's cool. But I just personally have OCD of it getting scratched and what have you. But that's probably another video for another day. Probably I might do a video on that. We'll see. But yeah, I can't recommend this enough. If you like the first one, definitely gotta check it out. There's also an animated series which I have not seen yet, but I heard it's good. But yeah, if you haven't seen it in a long time, I recommend rewatching it, especially since the third one's out. I will give you a review of the third one. I did see it a couple weeks ago, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it, and definitely comment below if you want to see it, and also click the notification bell. It'll tell you when that video is uploaded and all that good stuff. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching and supporting me and all the new subscribers and all that good stuff, and appreciate everybody giving me positive feedback and all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. And yeah, if you guys want to see me do any like reviews of certain movies or anything at all, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.